Maybe just before I start, if you can just also follow these steps here so you don't get any sort of like disturbance when you're trying to listen to the session. So if you can just do just enable the notifications and the sound. All right, once again, welcome, and I just want to do a little bit of an introduction. So today's session is hosted by two of our lecturers, Dr. Anna, who is a course coordinator on campus senior lecture, and obviously Dr. Kumar, who is also our on-campus lecturer. And then we also joined by potentially was supposed to be three of our students, but I'm sure they will join us as we go. But for now, we've got Michael, not Michael, but Jeric, who is also our on-campus master student for civil and structural. So you'll get to learn more from him as well. And maybe some common questions. Most of the time, you want to know if we'll be providing certificates of attendance. Yes, we will. So we just have to make sure that you stick around, and at the end of this presentation, I will share a link or a QR code that you need to follow in order to claim your certificate of attendance. And then we will definitely share the slides, copy of the slides after this session. So just make sure that you check your emails in the next 2 to 3 working days, so you will get the information. And then for those who are joining us for the first time, I thought maybe let me just do a quick overview about EIT. So at EIT, we specialize purely on engineering. So we spend a lot of time on our resources, making sure that everything is in line with the industry. As you can agree with me that time to time technology is changing the industry. So at EIT, we always ensure that what the student learn, it's current and it's what the market is looking for. As you can see that industry-orientated programs. And then we also are created just like any Australian higher education provider. So our programs are created with TEXA, which is the Australian government. And then we also have some of our programs that are also recognized under the 3 international engineering accords. So you'll get your advanced diploma under the Dublin, the bachelor's program under the Sydney, and then the master's program under the Washington. And we source our lectures from different parts of the globe. Also, we want to sort of like give our students a global perspective when coming to engineering. And one of the points is that all our lecturers are actually engineers. So students are being taught by the engineer themselves. And the question could be, and then how do you deliver this from different parts of the globe? So we use very unique methods in terms of delivering our programs. So we make use of webinars, interactive webinars, where you're able to interact with your lecturers and obviously our students from all over the globe. And then we also use a very unique method in terms of like delivering our courses, like practical learning. We make use of virtual and remote labs in order to access your practical learning. And then why students should consider studying with EIT. So in Australia, every year, the quality assurance, sort of like teaching method and obviously student experience, there's a survey that goes out to all the graduates to sort of like give a feedback and as to what was it like to study with the particular institution. And you can see that at EIT, we came number 1 as a provider in overall in terms of like satisfaction from our postgraduate engineering programs, and obviously graduate in full-time employment for undergraduate programs. And also you'll see top 3 as a provider in quality education. So that's the work that you get from our lecturers. And obviously student support. We are very big in supporting our students because we understand that studying and working at the same time could be difficult. So you need support, and obviously life happens. You need someone to sort of like give you some support as you go along. So we do have learning support officers that looks after our students both online and on campus. And of course, we've collected some accolades some years last year as well and a year before. And obviously, this just sort of like complemented the previous slides as to why students consider studying with EIT. So that is just a quick overview of Engineering Institute of Technology. But like I've mentioned, that we've got a whole lot of stuff lined up for the whole week for you. So you will learn more about Engineering Institute of Technology. But for now, I just want to give Dr. Anna sometimes. Dr. Anna, you can take it away. Thanks.
So thank you very much, Barry, and welcome everyone to this session. Brief introduction, I'm Dr. Anna Evangelista. I'm a civil engineer. I joined at EIT 2019. Currently, I'm working at vet courses and also higher education courses at EIT. I also supervise master students, doctorate students. We have opportunity to share here with you today what have been done over the last years. With us today, we also have Dr. Kumari. Dr. Kumari, you'll be presenting soon. We just be sharing this session. Kumari, it's over to you. Can please just introduce yourself?
Thank you, Dr. Anna. Welcome all of you to the session. I'm Dr. Kumari Gamage. Actually, I'm a professional engineer, and also I was a former professor to a University of Moratua, Sri Lanka, and I joined with EIT around 2 years ago and specialized in civil engineering, structural engineering, and I'm attached to the Brisbane campus of EIT. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Anna. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So yes, today's session we're going to start with some points about, let's explore a bit of civil structural engineering, the opportunities when you join the civil structural engineering courses, and then we're going to showcase our facilities in terms of what we offer online and on-campus students, in terms of the practical applications, the software and types of experiments we can conduct online and on campus. And at the end, you have some students to share with you their own experience. So at EIT, we have a variety of programs, as you can see in the slide. You can see the slides?
Sorry, Dr. Anna, I think, yeah, you can take control.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, everyone. I forgot to take control. And now, yeah, the agenda we just mentioned, the main purpose of this session is to explore opportunities in civil structural engineering. Can you see the slides properly, Perry?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I was mentioned about the variety of courses we offer at EIT. That's why we mentioned this as lifelong journey, because students in different positions in terms of professional, you can just join. If you're a professional engineer, you can join some professional certificates. So we also have opportunities at vocational educational training course. We offer diplomas, advanced diplomas. Under the higher education, we also offer undergrad certificates, graduate certificates, depends on your main purpose in your qualification. You can have a variety of courses available here at EIT. On campus and online, we offer the Bachelors of Science. Also, we offer the Master of Engineering, Civil Structural Engineering, and the doctorate program. We have students in different countries. They can join the doctorate of engineering online, or if they want to come to Australia, they can also join on campus. On top of that, you can see here with more details about the different types of professional certificates that we offer at EIT. And I just have the pointers here. What our main purpose is to offer different areas under the big umbrella of civil structural engineering. So that's why here you can see we have professional certificates, geotechnical, monitoring, and structural instrumentations. Nowadays, very, very popular. We have building information modeling. So we normally offer courses aligned with the industry trends. And here we have some advanced diplomas. You can later on, if you're going to explore more, it's all available in our at EIT website. Yeah, as you can see, there's a huge list of courses we offer under this big umbrella of civil structural engineering online, and some of them online, as you have our grad diploma and also master courses online and on-campus bachelors online and on-campus and doctorate. So from now on, I will hand over to Dr. Kumari. Let's explore more, mainly in order to inform the young engineers the different opportunities when you join the civil structural engineering course. Over to you, Dr. Kumari.
Thank you, Dr. Anna.
Take control, right, Barry?
Yeah. Okay, right?
Are you able to take control?
Yeah. Can you see?
Yes.
Nice. So I just move and check a bit more.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Okay, right. So first I will ask a question. What's the field that literally shapes the world around us? That is actually civil engineering. So you can see, as you can see in this slide, civil engineering is a broad discipline. So it encompasses a wide range of specialties that support a modern and comfortable life. Let's look at various sub-disciplines you can see here. The transportation engineering. So the main goal is to ensure safe and efficient movement. So this involves designing, constructing, and maintaining roads, highways, and airports, railway systems, and transit systems, and so on. So one of the biggest field belongs to civil engineering is a structural engineering here. So there is a major subdiscipline in civil engineering. So this involves in design of all infrastructures such as buildings, bridges, and towers to be safe and strong enough to withstand any types of load like earthquakes, winds, and geotechnical engineering. All we need geotechnical engineering because they are dealing with soil, rock, and foundations. The slope stabilization to avoid landslips and mining related developments as well. So, coastal engineering here. So, they are mainly dealing with along-shore structures, shoreline structures. You have seen sea walls, harbors, flood barriers, and ports. So, all these things are related to coastal engineering. That is part of civil engineering. So the environmental engineering focuses on pollution control, waste management, renewable energy, and so on. Then another most important one for our day-to-day living is hydraulic and water engineering. So these engineers designed dams, reservoirs, drainage systems, and water treatment plants, in addition to water management, monitoring, and development things. So the construction engineers. So that's the main, one of the main part. So the construction engineers make all the design plans into reality. So they oversee the building actual design process to complete all construction on time within the budget, ensuring projects are completely safe. So as a civil engineer, so you can work on any major field like this, but we'll see, sorry. So now we have seen there are many fields within civil engineering. You might be wondering how a civil engineering degree, including our course, prepare you for all of these. You can see here the main fields: structural engineering, transport engineering, construction management, geotechnical engineering. Those are main subjects. So our degree course, that means the civil engineering degree course, act as a solid foundation. So that's why we can practice any field there. So you will gain a knowledge and skills to practice any of the key areas we discussed earlier. So these main subjects, as I said earlier, so once you complete them, you have technical expertise to design, analyze, and build. That is one simple thing, right? So you will learn construction materials, like what are the construction materials. Here you can see masonry, timber, steel, concrete, and if you are doing masters, so many more materials like composites, right? So you will learn to apply or design with these materials. Not only that, you learn to apply, you may enhance your skills to develop new materials for our future constructions. That's why we say civil engineers practice without borders. So now we are there. There's a strong focus on hands-on experience through site visits, industry engagement, and a capstone project that we do that means last year of your studies. You may enhance your skills to develop new materials and again apply technical skills and design skills with the use of your capstone project. So not only that, you also develop soft skills that are just as important as technical skills, as teamwork, leadership, communication, including how to write reports and deliver presentations effectively on every course we offer. All our courses cover modern technologies, tools like computer-based design, analysis softwares, and so on. So, of course, all these skills reform you as a broad engineer with high flexibility to select the job direction even after graduation. Once you gain experience in the selected direction, you are an expert on that specific path. And you can master the knowledge and skills, which is easier than the learning phase of the degree. So that's why we always think our civil engineering is practicing is easier than learning. So now you have a question, right? Is civil engineering is demand in Australia? The answer is yes. This slide clearly shows the reason. What you can see here, on the left, you see the most demand occupation list in Australia for 2024. So here you can see civil engineering is in the third demanding position. And in addition to that, you can see mining engineering at fourth place, and again environmental engineering here. So that means all these fields are in high demand. So do you know civil engineers can also practice in mining engineering related fields and environmental engineering? So what does this tell us? So Australia needs skilled civil engineers. On the right side, here, so we have real data on estimated job vacancies for civil engineering in Australia. You can see here initially means very low value because of the COVID period. Then the number of vacancies increased over here to 3,300 vacancies in early 2023. So while it is slightly dipped since then, but the demand remains well above pre-pandemic level. You can see here, that's high. This clearly shows a long-term need for civil engineers. So that is the thing we have to ensure before starting any degree program. So we know all we are not going to practice in Australia. So we will think. We have seen civil engineering is in demand in Australia, but how about the rest of the world? What you can see here on the left, you can see Civil Engineering Global Market Report 2025. The global market growing just under 9 trillion in 2024 to over $12 trillion in 2029. That's about 6.3% growth. So this means around the world, countries are pouring money to infrastructures. Why it is important to us, right? So the civil engineers are at the heart of all of it. That's why it is important. So on right hand side, so you can see a global civil engineering market divided into different services. So like construction, consultancy, planning, design, that predicted till 2034. So you can see steady increase every year. So where you are in part of the world, the opportunities are real and growing with time. So we don't have to worry about the demand in civil engineering when you see these facts. So we explored the demand for civil engineering both in Australia and globally. So let's take a closer look at the career path available within this profession. So the civil engineers here opens the career direction to multiple specializations. Here what you can see, you can start your job as a design engineer or construction engineer, maintenance, or maybe there are many other divisions. So if you graduate as a civil engineer, you have the opportunity to narrow down your direction into 1 into 100 plus direction. Why is it? All these sub-disciplines are divided into number of sub-disciplines. So you don't have to master all your skills. You can select one stream and gather the knowledge. As an example, you want to be a design engineer. Your first job is in building design. So that means out of all these designs, so we have not listed all, but if we assume all are these opportunities, so you can select building design. If you are directed to steel building design, that means building design also you may be using modular constructions, maybe concrete, masonry, and so on. So as an example, if you select steel design, you are a steel building designer. But if you think about steel, that also having subcategories. Maybe cold form steel, structural steel. As an example, if you say you're going to practice in cold form steel, okay, cold form steel design engineer. And again, you have to think about which kind of low-rise building, high-rise building, or commercial buildings. With experience, you will be an expert in cold form steel residential building if you follow that path. So like that, there are many alternative pathways in civil engineering. That's why civil engineering job market is always growing. So this means again about 10% of learning. That means you will master in practice. This shows the diversity and also ability to move forward with great flexibility in the civil engineering job market even after graduation. So you have broad opportunities. So now, when we select a degree course, the one question naturally comes up, will it still be in demand when we graduate? The answer is always yes for civil engineering. So the civil engineers have always been essential to human progress since our past. But beyond history, their role today is more vital than forever. They directly contribute to the economy. More than that, civil engineers provide services that meet basic human needs: clean water, sanitation, shelter, and even safe transportation. And it's in the most difficult times that civil engineers' value becomes even more apparent. As an example, after natural disaster, civil engineers are on the front line, so helping to restore living conditions and rebuild communities, even during economic crisis. So we need civil engineers. So there are job opportunities in any country, even that faces economic crisis, war, or disaster. So I think it's very clear now where we are moving with civil engineering undergraduate degree or postgraduate degree. So we continue our discussion about the future civil engineering. What do you think? So we have a common problem. Will civil engineers be replaced with AI in future? So AI may continue to transform industries, but civil engineering remains uniquely human. Why is it? Right? Every site, environment, and structure requires judgment, adaptability, and human-centered design. So we can't automate the complex on-site decision-making and environmental adaptation the civil engineers do every day. So part of the jobs, maybe 5%. So the 5% will be replaced. That's okay, but not all. Right? So not all means that means maintenance side of the building sometimes may, but not other jobs. So civil engineering provides the physical platform for every other field. As an example, electrical, mechanical, or electronic, all biomedical engineering, all of them need civil engineers, their support to work their field. In fact, civil engineers are multitasking. So they are innovating for better systems, better materials, which improve our standard of living on Earth. So it is clear that civil engineering is always in demand now and future. Why is it? So let's look at some of the key advantages of pursuing a civil engineering degree. So the first thing actually, this offers flexibility in specialization. So I explained in my previous slides. As a student, you will gain a broad knowledge, but as you move into the workforce, you can choose to specialize in the area you are most passionate about. So that's why I showed you in previous slide, there are many job opportunities. You will practice maximum about 10% of knowledge and you will expertise that direction. So this degree gives you transferable skills that are valuable across industries. So you are not limited to construction and design after graduation. You can work in management roles, consultancy, or even in non-engineering sectors. Another benefit is that in many cases, the work environment is more rewarding and manageable, less intense than academic phase. This means you do little hard work to complete your degree, but life is easy when you start to practice. So importantly, although your degree starts broad, you are not expected to be an expert in everything. You can narrow your focus when you start working, building deep expertise in your chosen area. So one of the biggest advantages is career flexibility. Some civil engineers have transitioned into software development, maybe project management, policy making, even entrepreneurship with minimal retraining. The foundation, thinking, and adaptability you gain through a civil engineering degree make it easier to shift career even after your after graduation. So that's the difference between civil engineering and all other study areas. Okay, so I hope finally you have understood. Civil engineering offers global demand, career diversity, and the management skills and balanced lifestyle, making it highly attractive. And if you are thinking about job security, flexibility, growth potential, or making a real impact to society, civil engineering is absolutely a fashionable and profession in demand. Okay, thank you very much for listening. I'm going to invite Dr. Anna. Dr. Anna will walk us through how our program integrates cutting edge tools and real world applications to prepare you for the demands of the civil engineering industry. Thank you. Dr. Anna.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Kumari. Yeah, now we're going to have a look at how civil engineering can be a very practical field. So we're going to talk about the resources available at EIT. At EIT, we strive to offer similar opportunity to our own campus and online students. And here you can see we have remote labs. We provide some experiments in our virtual lab. Perry, I will try to play this little video for them, how to just to visualize how our virtual labs works, because in civil engineering, here is a simple example in terms how we need to understand construction materials characteristics. There are a variety of tests that we can conduct in order to understand how materials behave under some loads applied. So here we have example of the compressive strength test. One of the most popular type of construction materials is concrete. And that's why here I just want to, I cannot play this one very, even though I'm with the slides.
Let me see if I can assist.
It's just to show them how we can do some practical activities using our virtual labs. To me, it's showing the presenter mode, not the. So we also have, yeah, it's just because I cannot change the view, that's why. Can you, Kumari, can you please take control and play this video?
Yeah.
I will ask Dr. Kumari assistance. Yeah.
So
please take control and show how our virtual labs works. Can you do this from your side, Dr. Kumari?
Yeah, I'm doing, yeah. Can you see?
Good.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay, again, I will try.
Yeah, now you can go one more, and now you can, yeah, you can play, please, and then I can move on.
Works?
Yeah, I think this is very interesting to all participants to understand how we can offer online students opportunities to understand how we use our virtual lab. This is the compressive strength test. So we have the virtual machine. In order to conduct the tests, we have for the concrete is one of the most popular type of materials. We also have the, let's have a look in one more just for you. You can see the cracks. Yeah, yeah, they can. We have one more sample for then we can take note of the strength and then we can just do our analysis. So I'm gonna take control. I'm gonna take back.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just an illustration about our labs and why it's important because as you can imagine, we have students in different countries. So that's why you have virtual labs, the remote labs. We offer the similar opportunity to online as our on campus. So we have this more accurate representation in terms of what can be done in using a physical machine. So at the end of the day, all those opportunities is just to ensure that we offer the quality of learning for online students despite the countries they live. So in terms of practical applications in civil engineering, there are different ways to do this. Normally, we offer students some software that are the main ones the industry offers us is one of the most important softwares. So normally via software, we can do some simulation, we can conduct some experiments using softwares, the ones that more related to the industry applications. Also, as you could see in the previous slide, some traditional experiments such as when we need to understand the materials characteristics such as concrete and steel, one of the most popular structural materials, and all this can be done via remote access. That's why we have the software installed in our remote lab, so students from different countries can use the same software without limitations in terms of time. We also value a lot the opportunity to connect students with industry. So that's why at EIT we offer the technical webinars. It's open to the public, but it's very good opportunity for our students to get to know more about what's happening in the industry, in the civil structural engineering sectors. That at EIT, we value a lot when the students join some industry in order to complete their internship program. So at EIT, the minimum requirements online and on-campus students, they need to complete 240 hours. We call it working experience. So nowadays, there are several opportunities because it can be done face-to-face, it can be done hybrid. Nowadays, we are asked to learn how to work remotely. It's becoming more popular, right? So those opportunities, we support the students at EIT. And I'm here today to talk more about the hands-on applications here. So that's why our bachelor's and master's students, they need to complete the workshop units. So workshop units is just an illustration here. Civil structural engineers, we give opportunities for the students to learn more about engineering survey. Here is another little video about concrete testing. Those type of activities we normally conduct during the workshops. We offer, it's part of our courses. It's compulsory for bachelor's and master degree students. On top of that, we have, let me move to the next one. Yeah, here you can see, yeah, it's a It's mainly an illustration about the activities we normally run during the workshops. For the practical application of concrete, we conduct different types of tests with concrete when the concrete is into the fresh state. Why I'm talking a lot about concrete? Because it's one of the most used construction materials around the globe. So in our course, we're going to have opportunity to understand materials characterization, and then you can apply these in terms of when you just conduct your structural design units, such as reinforced concrete structures. Oh, a bit of noise. Or the steel design units. This is the, yeah, here we have the compressive strength testing machine. We share all these opportunities with our on-campus and online students that you can see. We offer the virtual labs with the similar quality. On top of that, we need to think about e-learning. And yeah, I conducted this survey. Our students, I asked our students about what did you enjoy about your course, or the unit that you have done. Online students, and one of the main response that we received here, as you can see, the keyword is opportunity. Opportunities to learn how to apply the theory in a practical in practical projects, in practical civil engineering projects. So how to combine theory and practical application. This is one of the main responses we received from our students. And we invited some students to share their experience with us. Unfortunately, Michael could not join regarding some work commitments, but Michael is an online student. He completed the bachelor's degree, civil structural engineering. So it's just to share with you some points that Michael mentioned with us. So after many years in mechanical engineer, he decided to challenge himself and transition to civil and structural engineer. So this is something that can happen. Sometimes you will start in a specific area and then you can change, but it's up to you to ensure that you are motivated to do this type of change in your life. So at EIT, that's why he mentioned here the platform. We offer a very flexible platform and to manage the time. Even though some students, they are working at the industry, they also want to upskill. And when you want to upskill, you need to balance work and studies. So that's why another important point that Michael mentioned, that he could balance both. We also have here today with us, this is more about Michael. He was very keen to share his experience with you. But yeah, from Michael, flexibility, it's one of the main important points, but also to keep engaged. Online students, they keep engaged with us because we have so many resources to keep those students engaged during the lectures and the sessions. So with us today, we have Jeric. So I hand over to Barry, and maybe Barry hand over to Jeric. How do you want to do this, Barry?
Not a problem. I think, Jeric, you can just take it away just to save some time. Thanks, Dr. Anna.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeric Rile from Isabela in the Philippines. I started my civil engineering degree back in 2018 at Isabela State University. To be honest, when I first chose this course, I wasn't entirely sure why. But during my entire time in university, even though I struggled a lot and had to extend my graduation, I began to see what civil engineers could really do. I realized that time that quitting wasn't an option. That's my journey as a civil engineer during my up till now. After graduating, the real challenge began when I entered the professional world. I started working as a project engineer in a construction. This job truly ignited my passion for engineering, and it was incredibly rewarding to see projects I supervised come to life. This experience also showed me where I needed to grow, and I realized that to take a bigger challenges, I needed to broaden my skill set, and I that's what led me to pursue a master's degree in Australia. Why I chose EIT? Before I decided to come to Australia, I had heard about EIT back in 2021. I was really interested in their hybrid model and the strong reputations of their graduates. I spent time researching and getting feedback from other students. And now I'm happy to be here speaking about my own experience. My first semesters at EIT has been amazing. Our lecturers are very supportive, and the class materials and softwares are internationally top notch. And I feel confident that my education here is making me more competitive and prepared for my career. That's all. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeric. I think we then have to hand it over to Shadi. You can take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, Barry. I hope all are doing well. My name is Shadi Youssef. I'm currently a Doctor of Engineering student at EIT. One of the questions any student may ask or anyone may ask why I did select EIT and civil engineering degree. First of all, since my background is related to engineering, to agricultural engineering and computer and communication engineering, and I have passion about looking for sustainability and infrastructure. Thus, I chose civil engineering as my higher degree, as a PhD degree. And it have a very wide opportunity to solve real world challenges, especially those that are related to sustainability and the climate, because they are actually one of the big problems the world is facing. So contributing to helping in solving such problems, at least in very few actions, will be a reward for me. I chose EIT because of its flexible learning model, since I'm studying it online. Also, it is a institution that has a global reputation and it has strong connections with the industry. Moreover, the academic environment is actually supportive. I have did many research on the institution before joining it, and I was very interested in how they deal with research, innovation, and how they always organize events related to engineering in general and civil engineering specifically. Also, since the university is specialized in engineering, this is also a big plus for me to join such institution. Thank you for listening.
Thank you,
right.
Shadi.
I'm not sure,
Barry, I
maybe.
think now it's over to you, Jerry.
Okay. All
Barry?
right.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Dr. Anna. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of you. And maybe just before we wrap up, we actually running a video competition. So we're calling all engineers to showcase their creativity. In fact, what I'll do, I'm just going to share the link. If you can just follow the link, and you can just see how you can automate. So just a second.
This is a very interesting competition. We encourage all of you to not miss it. It's open. That's why Barry is sharing with you the opportunity.
Okay, I just put the link in the chat box. So if you want to learn more about the whole competition, just go and click on that link to learn more. And then once again, if you can just scan this QR code in order for you to claim your certificate of attendance, or alternatively, you can just follow this link. There's a form that you need to complete. Please just ensure that you do that in order for you to get your certificates of attendance. And then I'm not sure if maybe there's anyone with questions to our lecturers, our students. You can put your question in the chat box. Dr. Anna, there's a question here that came through Q&A channel. I'm just going to put it here. From Musa. I'm a student of electrical electronics technology at Abubakar Tafa Balewa University in Bauchi. I believe there is a serious need and a huge opportunity for us to engage with emerging technologies here in Nigeria. I would love to hear your thoughts and discuss how we can bridge this gap and foster innovation within our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just need to know a bit more about what we're planning to achieve here in terms, are you thinking about working a multidisciplinary project, Musa? Because yeah, when we combine the different disciplines, it's becoming more and more popular nowadays. That's why Dr. Kumari mentioned civil engineers. We work collaboratively with electrical, with mechanical engineers, industrial automation. There's a variety of disciplines that can work together. So this is when you work in a multidisciplinary environment or a team, this is the opportunities in order to foster innovation, as you mentioned here. So depends on the scope of the project. Definitely, this is a possibility. I hope I'm addressing what you are mentioning here, Musa.
If you're still on the line, Musa, if you can just maybe elaborate more. Anyone, any questions? Ali, so just look out for the certificates of attendance within at least 7 working days. So just make sure that you fill the form, and then obviously our team will share that information with you. It doesn't seem like we have more questions, and I just want to take this opportunity to say thanks to all our audience and obviously to Dr. Anna, Dr. Kumar, and
Excuse
obviously
me,
our two students. Yeah.
I can see more questions in chat
Okay.
box.
All right.
So if you go, so I have applied for the undergraduate certificate in civil engineering and also HND. One question and
I see.
yeah.
So I think this could be a similar one to Samuel. So Samuel also mentioned that he applied for our undergraduate certificate, and he's got a HND, and he's got like 3 years of work experience, and he wanted to know if he will be eligible for the master's program. And I've mentioned to him that all our applications are accessed on a case by case. He will have to lodge the application, and obviously the admissions will give him a feedback. And yeah, I've actually mentioned quite a lot of them in the beginning. There's another question. Please assist with RPL. So with RPL again, McDonald, you will have to speak to our team. So once you have received your letter of offer and you are interested in applying the RPL application, you just have to reply to that email, advise the team that you would like to apply for recognition of prior learning, and then they will give you the right documentations that you need to complete. Any last words from you, Dr. Anna, Dr. Kumar?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, for organizing this session. Yeah, and we hope that the participants enjoyed, and at EIT we are here in order to, if you have any doubts, any questions, that you have our channels to contact us. As Perry shared the last slide, there are so many ways for you to get in contact with us. Many thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Dr. Anna. And just to add on Dr. Anna's statement, I just put also our virtual open week a link so you can follow and just see what other sessions are coming, and then you can just go there and register. And once again, I've placed in our contacts here. If you have any suggestions or if you have any questions further, please feel free to send us an email, and then we'll be happy to assist you. And then from my end, I just want to say thank you very much, and then we'll see you next time. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Bye. Take
Bye.
care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.